What's up everyone, my name is Josh and this is Josh Unboxed and welcome back to another video. And today I kind of wanted to jump back onto the investment side of things in terms of investing in a player. Recently, a lot of my videos have focused mainly from the collecting aspect, and usually from the collecting aspect you can tie it into the investing aspect. So, I do consider myself as a collector slash investor, collector first, investor second, and I usually like to dabble, speculate here and there once in a while, but also like to pay attention to cards that I feel have great long-term growth. And today I kind of want to look into a card that fits within that category. And the player that I'm talking about is Steph Curry. Now, there's a good chance that the Golden State Warriors are going to be in the play-in, and with a lot of people talking about buying and investing for the NBA playoffs, Steph Curry is a guy that I wouldn't buy and invest in right now, just because, odds are they're not going to make a deep playoff run, right? If they do make a deep playoff run, they can just consider yourself lucky if you bought into a Stephen Curry card during this time. I feel that with Steph Curry, a lot of it is a wait and see approach, especially with the Golden State Warriors. Like I said, I don't think they're going to make a deep playoff run. So it'll be interesting to see where his cards go during this next few months as we lead up into the playoffs and into the play-in, as we go through the play-in, and then as the Warriors get eliminated from the playoffs. It'll be interesting to see where this card goes. That's the whole reason why I'm particularly a hold on Stephen Curry. The card I'm going to look at in particular is the 2009 Topps card, because that is the most recognizable Stephen Curry rookie card, and one that I would love to add to my collection as a long-term investment. Stephen Curry obviously will go down as the greatest shooter in NBA history when everything's all said and done, when he retires. A revolutionary player, a generational talent, one that kind of exemplifies what this current era of basketball is. And with players that are great like this, you can't go wrong with buying one of their cards and holding it long term, which is why I am very interested in looking at how Steph Curry's market goes for these next few months, and to see if there's going to be a buying opportunity once they get eliminated. Maybe a few days or a week or so after they get eliminated, there could be a possibility of a chance to jump onto some of his cards. Like I said, I'm looking at the 2009 Topps card, which may be above some people's budgets, but this is a card that I really do want to look at. If you're interested in buying in on Steph Curry, and 2009 Topps is just out of your price range, there's some good alternatives. You can look at the Upper Deck Star Rookies Steph Curry card. Obviously that's him with his Davidson jersey. Or you can even look at any of the various Panini Steph Curry rookie cards, or even the Adrenaline XL rookie card as well. So there's some affordable options with Steph Curry, but the one, like I said, I want to focus on is the 2009 Topps. We're going to pull up the BGS 8.5. We're going to look at the PSA 8, 7, and even the 6, because like I said in one of my other videos, buy the grade that's most affordable to you. And within my price range, of the price range I'm looking for Steph Curry, I think I can move some things around to get a card in one of these grades, especially if it's a PSA 8 or a BGS 8.5. So I kind of want to take a look at the charts. I'm going to pull up Card Ladder for those various grades. We're going to pull up the Pop Report, and then we're also going to pull up eBay listings as well, to see where we might have some opportunity in. But like I said, the idea for this card is not to buy right now. It's more along the lines of, let's see where these cards are going, and then hopefully come June there may be an opportunity to buy into these Steph Curry cards. So we're going to go ahead and share the screen, and we're going to take a look at the data. All right, so this is the Topps Steph Curry. This is a BGS 8.5. You can see here Pop Report has it listed at 412 with a current value of 1,150. We can look at the chart here, and we can see that from the peak in February and March right here, that we've seen somewhat of a downward trend, to the point where we're at around 1,100, 1,150 for the card. This is within the 6-month period. Back in December, you could have got this card for 500. So, in a sense, this card has doubled. but there's a lot of room to grow for this card, I feel, especially for a player of this type of caliber. So yeah, this is the BGS 8.5. If we look at the PSA 8, you can see it's slightly priced higher than the BGS 8.5. And like we said in my other videos, there's some value to be had in these other grading companies like BGS, SGC. There's really great opportunities in those cards. So if you could find cards like this graded from those ones, from those companies, then you could probably get them at a really good price. As you can see, the PSA 8 is valued a little higher with a pop report of 546. And you can see the downward trend too. So from February 27th, we were close to 1900. Now we're all the way down to about 1000. And I think that if you have the opportunity to get this card at a PSA 8, this would be the optimal grade that I would be looking at. And actually for myself, this is the grade that I'm looking at. So yeah, with the price going down to about $1,000, I think if it could stay around between 1,000 to 1,200, I think that's a pretty decent price for the Steph Curry card, especially if you're looking at it from a long-term perspective. PSA 7 here with a pop report of 144. 765 is what is listed here as a current value. If you look at what the last sold, it was right here, 765 on 428, which is about a week ago. So this kind of tells me that this card rarely comes onto the market. And if it does sell, it really depends on the people who are bidding up on it. The way I kind of see it, when you try to do a comparison with a very low pop, low grade card and another step up with a higher pop, and if these sevens don't really show up as much, people will start thinking to themselves, okay, I don't have the money. I don't want to buy or put in around 1,300 for a PSA 8, but I'm willing to pay 800, 900 for a PSA 7. So when you see these cards pop up, you'll have those people who would be looking for a PSA 7 probably bid up the card to a price point where they feel comfortable paying for it, as opposed to what they would pay or what the current value is of a card in a higher grade. And that's why sometimes you see in these low graded cards, with low pops, the price discrepancy between the two sometimes are really close, especially if you're dealing with vintage cards. But I digress. Let's continue on. And this one is the PSA 6. You can see 650 here. So this is exactly what I was talking about. Pop 103, pop 104. These cards hardly pop up. So most people are willing to spend a little extra money to get a PSA 6 or a PSA 7 as opposed to paying the amount for a PSA 8. So that's why these two cards are so close in price when it doesn't make sense in terms of ratio. But you can see here on the chart too that the Steph Curry card is showing an upward trend for a PSA 6. So it's all about that mindset too. But of course, the last sale was done on 410. So it'll be interesting to see where this card goes. If we look at the PSA pop report, you can see everything here. A total of around 2,196 cards have been graded without qualifiers and without the 0.5 grades. But if you put them all together, you're probably looking at around 2,300. 355 for a PSA 10, 990 for a PSA 9, and then the PSA 8 is at 551. Like I said, I feel this is the optimal grade for this card, where like if you wanted to get a card in a good grade at a decent price when compared to the higher grades, then the PSA 8 seems to be within that range, or even the PSA 7. So these two areas is what I'm looking at. I would love to get a PSA 8, but if the PSA 7 is at a decent price, then I would jump onto the PSA 7. But yeah, looking at the listings here on eBay, as I'm going through, you can see someone listed here at 8.5 for 1,500 with the best offer. That's a newly listed card. You got some BCCG cards here at auction. Just going through here, I saved this one because this is a PSA 6. So it'd be interesting to see. I wouldn't be surprised if this card goes to 700, which would be above this price point at 650. But it'll be interesting to see where this goes. Let's see, what else do we have here? Here's a SGC 8.5 being sold for 1,600 with a best offer. You can try your luck with best offers on here and seeing what someone would take. If you have the budget to get a BGS 9 or a PSA 9, then that would be a good card to get as well. But if you're allocating a certain amount for a certain price, then like I said, for myself, the target would be between a PSA 7 and a PSA 8. Here's a PSA 8 from Japan going for $2,000 or best offer. Another BGS 9 for 37. PSA 9 on auction right here. Here's a 6.5 being asked for 25. You can probably throw an offer and see what this person will take. Here's a BGS 9 on auction right now at 803. Here's a PSA 6 being asked for 900. So like I said before, it's being asked for a higher price point than what this is currently going for. Here's another PSA 6 at 406. I don't know if that's the same one that I saved earlier. No, it's a different one. So like you have two opportunities to get a PSA 6. So it'd be interesting to see where these go. If you go to sold listings, we can see things here. There was a BGS 9 that just sold recently for a best offer. I mean, if we pull 130point.com, we could probably see what the best offer was. So I'm probably thinking this card probably sold for 1,500 or something like that. You know, if you want to try your hand on raw, you definitely can. Here's a PSA 8. That's the one that sold for 1081 recently. This one was a Chrome rookie. There's a BGS 9 that got best offer accepted. So you could definitely try your hand at throwing offers, 1,800 so for another BGS 9. So it'd be interesting to see, like I said, just taking a look at this card and seeing what happens with it and seeing if there may be an opportunity after the Warriors get eliminated from the playoffs. So yeah, I'm really big on Steph Curry, a generational talent, a player that when everything's all said and done, first ballot Hall of Famer, greatest shooter in the game has ever seen up to this date, unless someone comes along that's even better. But you know, very big on him. Like I said, you know, the Warriors are definitely going to make the play-in, but I don't see them going far or making a deep run in the playoffs. So this would probably be a good opportunity to kind of pay attention to his cards. If you want to buy on his cards now, then by all means you have the opportunity to. I don't know, because the market has kind of cooled off. As much as a lot of people are talking about investing for the NBA playoffs, you really haven't seen too much or crazy movement like we saw last year before the bubble. So like I said, things have slowly trickled, either trickling down or trickling up, and I don't think we'll see like significant movement until we actually get to the playoffs, as players start to surprise and people start getting hyped up and excited. But definitely an opportunity for Steph Curry, and I like Steph Curry as a long-term investment. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed or found some value in this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. And with that being said, my name is Josh, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.